it was gonna take something extraordinary for Nigeria to win Morocco at home, a team that has not lost a game in over 2 years. For 120 minutes, the Super Eagles of Nigeria fought a good fight against the Atlas Lions of Morocco, but Nigeria lost in a penalty shootout simply because the big players failed to show up when the country needed them most. Where was Victor Osimhen? Where was Ademola Lookman? And where was Alex Iwobi during the penalty shootout when it mattered the most? Such questions will surely be asked, compared to Morocco, where Achraf Hakimi, Youssef En-Nesyri and Yassine Bono all stepped up. Osimhen has played well so far in the competition, scoring 4 goals and 2 assists. Same can be said about Ademola Lookman, and Alex Iwobi is having the best tournament of his life. But against Morocco, the best players were the defenders and goalkeeper. Calvin Bassey stood tall, read the game well and never panicked, even though he picked up a yellow card at the early stage of the game. At the back, Bruno was outstanding, and Bright Osei Samuel was defending and also making forward runs like his life depended on it, and Semi Ajayi maintained his composure, holding the defense line well. Kudos to Super Eagles for making it this far in the competition. Surprisingly, playing the best football we have seen them play maybe since the class of USA 94. But I'll be the one to say it if no one wants to say it. In football, you are as good as your last result. And judging by this last result, the Super Eagles can still be termed a team that is not good enough, a team that fails to be decisive when it matters the most. No doubt, the Nigerian national team showed up and fought hard at AFCON 2025, showing multiple signs of improvement, but in this game, the team missed the experience of team captain Wilfred Ndidi. Onyemaechi replaced him and played a very good game and made some forward runs, but he lacked the urgency needed in such a pacey game. Compared to the last penalty shootout against DR Congo, coach Eric Chell managed the game better, leaving the senior players like Lookman and Iwobi in the pitch, bringing in penalty takers like Samuel Chukwueze, who played a very poor penalty, and Trabzonspor striker Paul Onuachu, who converted his. Well, like they say, penalty shootout is any man's game, and in this semi-final game, God of Soccer, like they say, favored the Atlas Lions of Morocco. Kudos to Nigerian goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali for being top-notch in the game, and for the officiating from Ghanaian referee Daniel Larey. All I can say is the officiating could have been better, but that will be talks for another day. Football has a quiet way of revealing the truth, especially in games where nothing separates two teams for 120 minutes. For 2 hours, the game resisted resolution. Neither team found a decisive act strong enough to define the night, and when football reaches that point, it removes tactics from the conversation and asks a different question, one about stepping up to shoot. Morocco understood this. Their penalty takers were not chosen to share the burden evenly, but to carry it fully. Each walk from the center circle was deliberate, almost rehearsed. Nigeria's choices told a quieter story. Responsibility was distributed rather than claimed. Players who live on the edges of pressure were asked to decide the center of it. Hopefully, Nigeria can still pick up bronze against Egypt, but for a team that set out to Morocco to win the trophy as a way of compensating fans at home for missing out on the FIFA World Cup, can the bronze medal serve as enough respite for the World Cup miss if achieved? I guess I'm not in any position to answer. I'll leave that to the Nigerian supporters to say in the comments section. To me, this team lost something more than good with this defeat. They lost the opportunity to enter the conversation of the most dominant Nigerian team ever. There would have been strong conversations about this team being better than the Okocha Nwankwo era and the team that beat Argentina and Brazil to win Olympics in '96. But with this defeat, the question of how good this current Nigerian team is continues. Tell me where Nigeria lost it against Morocco, or was it just a case of the better side winning? Don't forget to like, share and comment, as this will help the channel to grow. My name is Miller. They call me the guy on the mic, and I'll see you on the next one.